little video tonight. This is a puzzle I picked up from PUZZLEMAX.com. If you watch my channel regularly, you'll know that I spend quite a lot of time on YouTube. It's one of the main sources of entertainment. I don't watch TV so much. I like to watch videos on YouTube. And I was watching some videos by Mr. Puzzle. If you haven't seen his channel, if you like wooden puzzles and that sort of thing, check it out. But seeing his channel reminded me of sort of puzzles that my parents used to have, and got me looking around online. There's sort of a very aesthetically pleasing thing about a wooden puzzle, and I picked up a few, as I say, from PUZZLEMAX. PUZZLEMAX are based over in Hong Kong, and they are super cheap. This is their molecule puzzle, and it's a captive ball in the middle there, and a sort of structure made out of wooden balls and pegs, and they are super cheap. This was about $6. If you pick up $30 worth, so sort of 4 or 5 puzzles, the shipping is free, and even coming from Hong Kong, this came through in less than a week, so I thought that was pretty good. So I picked up a few. This is one we're looking at today. As I say, it is called the Molecule, and it is very similar in a lot of ways to the molecules you might have remembered from your school chemistry labs. And it's really probably one of the least puzzling puzzles out of the ones I got, but probably the most aesthetically pleasing. So it's really nice smooth wood, quite nice and tactile, and yeah, just very, very nice. So this is made up of 12 wooden balls, 30 rods, and we'll get it apart and you'll see all the components in a moment, with one captive ball in the middle. It's more of a sort of a executive toy, I'd say, than a true puzzle. The construction, once you start handling it, the trick to its construction is probably quite obvious. And this is probably where you say spoiler alert, if you need to say that. Really, the way it works is simply each of these rods is pushed about 1 centimetre or so into the balls, and by gently moving the balls apart, you can eventually get one free from the rod and start dismantling the puzzle. So quite aesthetically pleasing, but not too tricky to do. So eventually, as you manipulate the balls, so to speak, one will be loosened enough to come away from its pegs. There you go. I just want to loosen them all off a little bit, and then one ball will pop off, and then you can start disassembly. So here's the puzzle broken down into its component parts. You've got 12 wooden balls, each with 5 holes drilled in them. And then you've got 30 rods which interconnect those balls, they're little bamboo rods. And then obviously you've got your plain captive ball. So putting it back together, very simple. The only real trick to this is as you go, once you're sort of 2/3 of the way round, you want to start putting these rods in a little bit loosely, because obviously the balls will start to want to interconnect. In fact, that's the way to do it all the way around. So you see those can go in together like this, and then as you snug them up like that. So basically you work round very carefully, putting it together, quite relaxing in a sense. Just manipulate them apart a little bit just to allow the ball to go in, and then just snug them up as you go. Just before you put in the last couple of balls and pegs, you'll want to pop in the captive ball, so obviously that can fit in, and then really it's a case of just carry on the construction. As you get to the last piece, you're putting in your 5 pegs, just to allow that ball to be placed in there. You just need to manipulate everything apart just to allow it to wiggle in. Now all pegs are into that ball, you just need to snug it down. And the puzzle's complete. That's the puzzle back together. If you're playing with it, if you're using it as a sort of worry sort of toy, just something to play with whilst you're thinking, which I find quite a nice thing to do. You do want to just every now and again just give it a little squeeze together, just keep those rods tight in there so it doesn't start coming apart. But yeah, really nice tactile object. This will be living on a windowsill, and I think it looks really nice. So for about £5, $6, plus a little bit of shipping, or build up your order to pick up a couple. Nice little object and curiosity from PUZZLEMAX. I'll put a link down below to the web store so you can find this model and check out what else they've got. But yeah, really nice to try out something different. Bit of a departure, first time I've done a puzzle on the channel. Might do a video for some of the others I've got. Yeah, I hope that's interesting to you. If you haven't seen my channel before, not typically about puzzles. My big thing is quality footwear and denim, everyday carry, fountain pens, pen knives, coffee making kit, bicycling. I recently bought a Brompton, bit of guitar, and basically anything else that comes across my my interests I like to share online. Well, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.